All right, guys, welcome back to my channel. We got the 25 GMC Sierra. It's the 6.6 gas. We'll be doing a towing video here on the MPG. So this North Star dump trailer is 4,000 pounds empty. You see the truck's equipped with a hydraulic liftgate. For those of you that don't know, we have some scrap metal in the back. The trailer's got appliances and stuff like that on it. And I would easily say there's 4,000 pounds without me knowing until I get on the scale. I'm taking it to the scrapyard so I'll know the exact weight of the truck and trailer empty and full. We're going to go full first, obviously. But we have a 50-mile drive to the scrapyard. And as you see, it's not too high. I mean, it's not going to be like pulling a camper. But we should be towing at least around 8,000, 8,500 pounds. So something in that area. You see it's a bunch of water heaters and stuff. I pulled over to check my straps, which I do at this time. See, that one loose. When you start hitting bumps, that one's kind of loose. That one I don't really care about. It's for looks. That one's tight. So I'm going to retighten my straps here. Like I said, we have a 50-mile ride to Wilkes-Barre. And yeah, we'll see the mileage. I'll reset the trip. And then I'll reset my instant so we can see what it's been doing. But yeah, it's not a heavy tow for this truck. It's not going to be too much work for it. It never really is. But yeah, show you inside the truck what we're going to start out with. All right, let's start this guy up. So the driving summary will be canceled right out. I know brake rollers are connected. So as you see, our average fuel economy with towing, driving around, picking things up has been 12.8. But we're going to take off from here. And when we get to, I just filled up 2. So I'll fill up on gas and we'll make the ride. As you see on the GPS, we are going an hour and 3 minutes. It's 51 miles. So we have some back roads, a bunch of back roads, and then we get on 84 to 81 south. Looks like there might be some traffic here, a slowdown. Sorry. Looks like there's a 4 or 5 minute slowdown, so we'll hit a little bit of traffic. So it's not all highway and it's not all... There you go. So yeah, it's not all highway, but you know, it's not all mountain roads either. So it's a good test. Let's see what my MPG comes out to be. All right, guys, you're riding on my dashboard. So I am not holding it. Sorry, it's a little jiggly. This road's really bouncy. But this is what about 80% of the roads are going to be. Out of that 50 miles, I would say about 35 of it is this. And I think it's only about 30 miles of this and about 20 miles of highway. But the highways over here in Pennsylvania are pretty... Oh, the GPS is talking. But yeah, guys, this is going to be good. So far it says we're averaging 5.1, but I mean, we just started, so I think we'll be around 10. I know, I've done this 100 times. I only have you on because of traffic. Yeah, like, the roads are pretty bumpy and twisty, turny. You can't really go more than 45, 50 miles an hour. So, sorry your guys are a little crooked. But, alright, let's see what happens when we get on the highway. You got a lot of rolling hills and things of that nature, guys. Some of these hills are 6-7% grade over here on 191 going out of Honesdale, if you know where I'm talking about. I mean, this is my daily loop. You know, we're not really that high above elevation, between 1,300, maybe 1,500, 1,600 at the highest spots. And I mean, I'm doing 40 miles an hour right now, so It's slower driving with hills and undulations, and it's not that crazy. Like I said, the elevation isn't that high, so it's not like that's going to be a major factor in the numbers. But it's just, you know, it's a 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive truck towing, like I said, probably 8,000, 8,500 pounds. I mean, how good do you expect it to get, you know? I know some of you diesel bros are like, oh, I can tow that and get 17 miles per gallon. No, you can't. Not in my geographical area. It's not going to happen. I mean, diesel engines do get better mileage when they're towing, maybe. Or when they're unloaded, kinda. But with all the crap that comes along with it, but trust me, it's not worth the money. I know, GPS. So, grab you off here. As you see, we went down from, what was it, 12.6 to 10.8, and we're only 4 miles in. We're averaging 6.1, so we'll see.
Take the next left onto Schumann Road.
I know. Alright, so there's a spot here on this hill. I'm gonna move over so let this guy out behind me. There's a spot right here where we do our 0 to 60 test. Let me move over, let these cars go past. There's no cars. We're gonna stop right in the middle of this hill right here. Right on this line. Stopping right on a 5-6% grade hill. Here's where I always do it. Fully loaded. To the floor. Right in the middle of a hill. My old 250 would have killed this truck. And that's 60, boys. And then it flattens out and then it gets steeper again. We were at the top of the hill. Transmission temperature only went up. Oh, it's going up a little bit, a couple degrees. Fuel economy dropped. Alright. See what kind of traffic we hit now, boys. My old 250 would have did probably 2 or 3 seconds better. I've tested this truck a couple times now, and it just seems like no matter what, whether it's towing 5,000 or it's towing 10,000 pounds, this truck is about 2 seconds slower to 60 than my 250. Well, we caught up to the traffic on the highway. Put my 4-ways on so people behind me will stop. We're still rolling at 25 miles an hour, but I thought, like last time, I came up over the hill and they were just stopped. And everybody behind me was slamming on their brakes. I had to go.
There's low visibility reported ahead.
Oh, low visibility, huh? That's awesome. Oh, so we're actually still moving pretty good. Up here, it's completely stopped. It's red on the GPS. I kind of put my 4-ways on and slowed everybody down. Because things like this happen. Parking lot. Right around the corner. So the left lane's closed, so everybody's going to get in the left lane and just pass everybody that's going in the right lane. Because that's how we roll. But, see how long it takes us to get through this. Mileage is at 10 miles per gallon. Alright, boys, as you see, we're almost there. They're actually closed for lunch till 12:30, so 12 to 12:30 they're closed. But as you see, we only got 0.5 of a mile, and you see what it was. That's our arrival time, and it's a mile away, or half a mile away. So we got stuck for like 25 minutes in traffic. So we averaged 10 miles per gallon, and our instant was 10. Let me scroll back. You see, I've been averaging 10.2 or 10.8. I'm sorry. Tire temperatures. So we averaged 10. The best on my 50-mile trip has been 16.7. And it's been 12.4. And that's 450, the last 450 miles, so probably about a tank full. And then 25 miles through traffic. And everything, we averaged 12.4 or 12.8 even with traffic and on the highway, so you get better on the highway. So getting about almost 3 miles per gallon better, I would say. And I was rolling through traffic most of the time. So, about half of that was in traffic, so. Alright. Distance, put it back to 50. I always leave it at 50, because that's usually my trips. Yep. Just scroll through some of this stuff here. I always leave it on the trip. But, yeah, it's about average for what I've seen for fuel economy on this truck. I've done this trip to the scrapyard a dozen times with this one. The yellow truck pulling the small trailer with about 4,000 or 5,000 pounds on, half the weight, I can get about 15. I can average about 15, 16 miles per gallon, but it's not as heavy as this. You'll know the true weight. I'll have it. You saw it. But I'm just gonna wait here and wait for these guys to finish. But I'll show you what we weigh on the scale, and then we'll end the video. All right, guys, this is the weight ticket. So we had 440 pounds. So we were towing almost 9,000 pounds. Like I said, that trailer is about 4,000 pounds. It's a little over 4,000 pounds. So we had like 8,700 pounds. So not bad deal. And we made a little over 300 bucks. So as you see, we were 16.2 when we pulled on. I couldn't show you the scale because I had to go on the older scale that I can't see it going one way. I can't see the thing, but there you go, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.